And now shifting focus to the United States, divisions are brewing inside President Trump's inner circle as questions grow over whether the U.S. will join Israel's campaign against Iran. With the Israel-Iran conflict entering its 7th day, the White House now faces a domestic firestorm, and it's coming from within President Trump's own Make America Great Again base. Some of the most prominent voices behind the president's America First movement, including former aide Steve Bannon and conservative podcast host Tucker Carlson, have publicly warned against military intervention.
My mantra right now: the Israelis have to finish what they started. They started this. They should finish it. We can't do this again. We'll tear the country apart. We can't have another Iraq.
Tucker Carlson, in a contentious broadcast with Senator Ted Cruz, pressed the Texas Republican on why he called for the overthrow of Iran's government without knowing basic facts about the country.
How many people live in Iran, by the way?
I don't know the population.
At all?
No, I don't know the population.
You don't know the population of the country you seek to topple? You're a senator who's calling for the overthrow of the government.
You're the one who
don't know
claims
anything about the country.
And inside the White House, Tulsi Gabbard, the president's own spy chief, released an allegedly unapproved video warning that political elites are pushing the world towards nuclear annihilation. That move allegedly sparked frustration within the White House, and President Trump complaining that Gabbard spoke out of turn. The president also rejected Gabbard's assessment that Iran is not pursuing a nuclear weapon while returning from the G7 in Canada earlier this week.
Tulsi Gabbard testified in March that the intelligence community said Iran wasn't building a nuclear weapon.
I don't care what she said. I think they were very close to having.
Former Florida Congressman Matt Gaetz and Georgia Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene have also called on the president to exercise restraint.
Foreign wars or intervention or regime change put America last, kill innocent people, are making us broke, and will ultimately lead to our destruction.
However, not everyone is against U.S. involvement in the Middle East. Republicans like Lindsey Graham has been pushing for a much more aggressive approach, reportedly urging the president to be all in, while even suggesting the U.S. should help replace Iran's leadership. Senator Rick Scott said anyone who cares about freedom should be grateful for President Trump's leadership.
Nuclear weapon, they've already said they're death to America. So they'll use a nuclear weapon. I don't think there's any ifs, ands, or buts about it.
And as for President Trump, he's keeping his next move under wraps. When asked if he'll strike Iranian nuclear facilities, he told reporters he may or may not do it. Trump also confirmed Iran has reached out for talks, but suggested that it might be too late.
I'm going to even do it. You don't know. I may do it. I may not do it. I mean, nobody knows what I'm going to do. I can tell you this, that Iran's got a lot of trouble, and they want to negotiate.
Meanwhile, recent polling showed only 19% of the president's supporters favor U.S. military action against Iran. Still, he dismissed concerns about losing support.
Supporters are more in love with me today, and I'm in love with them more than they were even at election time, where we had a total a landslide.
And with a divided base, a defiant cabinet, and global stakes rising by the day, the question now isn't just if President Trump will act, but whether his next move will unite or further splinter the movement he built.
Firstpost now available in 9 languages on YouTube. English,
$36 trillion.
French,
Le FMI, comme
German,
Geschäftsführenden Direktor,
Hindi,
$30 trillion ka kaljo.
Indonesian,
Pemerintah tanpa pemeriksaan.
Italian,
Sekali radikali.
Japanese,
$1
Portuguese,
por causa do próprio balanço patrimonial.
Spanish.
Beautiful bill.
Go to Settings, click on Audio Track and select a language of your choice. Be the first to know what's happening around you in your first language. Firstpost.